Okay, so what is your view on growing old?
My view on growing old. Well, one of the things that I think about when I'm thinking about growing old is that it's inevitable.
Yeah.
We don't really have a choice but to
Yeah.
grow old. And the second thing is, there's two sides to it. In some ways, it's really cool because you know more. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
learn more if you're open and receptive to it. You know more,
Yeah.
and so I feel like you have more to offer, and also you're more mature. And then the other side of it is, you're more mature and you're older, and your body isn't as like agile as it used to be. And,
Yeah.
like, things start to hurt more, and like you don't have as
Yeah.
much energy and things like that. So that's my view. But it's inevitable. So I think
Yeah.
just embracing it is probably
Yeah.
the best bet.
I was gonna say looking at it in a positive way, cause
Yeah.
I like that how you can offer
Right.
like advice to younger people.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
the older, even at my age, like any age, you're
Yeah.
always like, oh, I remember
Right.
when I was that age.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have lived experience, and then also whatever education you have. And so I think that all of that, and you're more mature developmentally. So from
Yeah.
a developmental standpoint, it helps. You see things from a different standpoint. I
Yeah.
think that's what it is. And so
Definitely.
it just, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Next question. So, how was health incorporated into your life when you were growing up? Did your family place a great deal of importance on healthy foods or physical activity? And did you have any interesting food rules?
Okay, so that question feels like it's all encompassing, which is
Mhm.
why I'm glad you asked it all together.
Yeah.
Because health in terms of healthy eating was really important. My mom had a garden, and she used food from the meat locker. So a lot of our vegetables came straight out of a garden, and she stayed at home to cook meals and made sure that we ate healthy. She was very, very health conscious in terms of like
Yeah.
you're going to have healthy meals. I didn't have McDonald's the first time until I was probably about 13.
Wow.
because she
And
just-
normally it's when kids
Yeah.
are really, really young.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She was like, I can make a burger at home.
Yeah.
And it's better.
And then you don't even know what McDonald's is like, so you're not
Exactly.
like, give me McDonald's.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe 12. It was something. It was a lot older
Yeah.
than like
normal.
my own kids, for
Right.
example. But in terms of other aspects of health, I mean, it wasn't like, oh, you need to work out or you should be at the gym. But we were all athletes
Yeah.
to some degree. I mean, we were all my sisters and myself were all in gymnastics and or cheerleading and other things like that.
Yeah.
So that was valued for sure.
Just staying active.
And my mom had rules in the kitchen, such as the kitchen closed at like 7 or 8 at night.
Oh.
Like we were not allowed to eat after a certain period of time at night because she didn't want to have to clean up after us.
Right.
And also she said eating way late at night and before you go to bed isn't good for you.
Yeah.
And so
I've
she-
heard that.
Yeah. And she really didn't encourage snacking between meals too much either. I mean, if we were hungry in between meals, she would say, well, dinner will be ready soon, so you can just wait.
Yeah.
And she didn't have anything around the house like chips and cookies and things like that.
Yeah.
She didn't have any of that. So if we were hungry,
Patience.
we either waited or we grabbed some carrots or an apple.
Yeah.
That's
from
just-
the garden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how she was. She just had only healthy things. She still
Yeah.
basically is like that. If you open her fridge, it's cooked meals, fruits and veggies, and that's about it. So
I like that. Because
Yeah.
then, that's what I was thinking. Like, whenever I have kids, I want to get them, like, into healthy things
Yep.
first, so then they're more used to that instead of just straight for the, like, addicted to junk food
Absolutely.
or addicted to this. I mean, I still want them to have it and try it, of course,
Yeah.
but, yeah, I like that.
yeah, I
For
think
sure.
it's the habits. Her thoughts, and I believe this as well, is that your eating habits are developed when you're young,
Yeah.
while you're developing.
Yes.
And so I think you gravitate back to what you know.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
so she sort of like tried to instill. She didn't want us to struggle with weight. She didn't want us to struggle with health. She wanted us to, just live
Yeah.
the best life we could. So
Yeah, definitely. Cool. Okay, and then now that you are making a lot of your own choices around nutrition and physical activity, are you deciding to do things differently than when you were growing up, and why or why not?
Oh, that's a tough question. When my kids were a lot younger, I did them basically the same.
Yeah.
I mean, basically. I think times are different. I wasn't able to stay home. Or no, that's
Yeah.
not true. I could have stayed home, but I didn't want to stay home.
Right,
I wanted to
right.
work outside the home and I had career goals.
Right.
And so when you're running to a job every day and you have to cook meals and have them ready, it's a little more difficult.
Definitely.
So I think that's why, that habits have changed is because I'm not home all day
Yeah.
making meals, making sure that we have things as soon as they get home.
Yeah, exactly.
Packing lunches, and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so when they were a lot younger, I did try to instill some of those values, though.
Yeah.
Just as far as like having meals and having healthy things and having a variety. And I mean, I nursed all three of my kids for a year, knowing that that's really healthy for them.
Yeah.
But I think the thing that interferes with it is how busy we are.
Definitely.
And there's all these demands to, work 5 days a week versus like maybe 4 and have a longer weekend where we can have more
Exactly.
balance
And time with the family.
time with the family,
Mhm.
time for working out, time for making
Mhm.
meals. And also, when kids get involved in things, then you're ripping and running to sports and
Yeah.
to whatever they get involved in, which is good to be involved.
Yeah.
But then also you are limited on time,
Definitely, because you could be at work and then right to a game.
and that's
And
often
then-
how it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I think that just how busy we are. I think if we lived like we did back then, I would love to have those same kind of eating habits and
Mhm.
values. But I find myself buying things that the kids can make for themselves that are quick,
Yeah.
not necessarily healthy,
Yeah.
so that if they're starving before they go to practice, they can grab something quick.
Right. But then
So-
still trying to get in when you can.
Yeah,
the healthy
exactly.
Stuff. Yeah.
I cook. Yep, I cook for the family still. So
Yeah,
but
for sure.
you try.
Sometimes you can't always.
No,
that's
that's
okay
right.
though. Yeah. And then last question: how do you feel about growing to be 100?
Well, I think it's a milestone. I mean, I think that if you live to be 100, more people are doing it now than ever before.
Yeah.
And I think part of that is because the people that I've seen that live to be 100 kind of have those old habits, like my mom and
Mhm.
still eating healthy out of the garden, eating non-processed foods, making sure that they're keeping their brain active, making sure that they're keeping their body active. I believe in the use it or lose it philosophy. So I wouldn't have any issues with it as long as I'm healthy.
Exactly.
I think the quality of life is what matters more so than the age.
Definitely, like
know.
enjoying it
Yeah.
until you die.
Exactly. If
Yeah.
you're living to be 100 but you can't move or you don't know who people are,
Right.
then what's
That's
you
not
know,
fun.
that's not as fun. Your quality
Yeah.
of life has gone down so bad. It's like, what's the point
Yeah.
at that point?
Exactly.
But if you still have your faculties and you still, are doing well. My great grandmother lived to be 100. And she knew all of us,
See, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and so
That would be great to do.
yeah,
For sure.
as long as you're healthy.
Exactly. As long
So,
as you're healthy.
Exactly. So,
Cool.
yeah.
Well, thanks.
No problem. Thanks for the interview.
Yeah.